Thank you so much for joining us. We are going to take a look at Andy Dick at Club Random. Thank you, son. Now, again, here at Clip Virgin, we cover Bill Maher. And look at this. What a treat. Andy Dick is in the house. Now, I'm not a fan of Andy Dick. But like I said before, if I had not said it just a couple streams ago, it most certainly was in my mind of why is Andy Dick down on Bill Maher? They're twinning, okay? Look at them. They're exactly the same. So we're going to take a look at, and it's a short one, folks, okay? He didn't last an hour. Now, from what I believe, Andy Dick is sober, so that might have something to do with it. But let's take a look at Andy Dick on Club Random.
I'm not allowed to touch people.
Club Random.
Okay.
Weirdly, I think that too.
That's a dream. Really? About me or you?
About you.
Jesus Christ.
Club Random.
Well, Andy, today's episode, I've been transported to the chair.
Oh, we got a transport. Okay. Shout out to Shy. They are just taking the beginnings out. Okay, we had a whole thing. Okay, with Club Random. See if they walk down and greet Bill Maher. If they sit, a lot of people are just hanging out by the pool table. But now that Clip Virgin's been covering them, a lot of times they'll just start right in the seat. Okay, and he is mentioning it now. That is broadcast rule number 1 of a no to do. Okay, you don't mention post production stuff. Okay, the fact that I had a TED Talk or a Tech Talk, just a few moments in the show is going to cost me severely. So please, take it easy on me, algorithm. Now, Andy Dick is wearing shorts. Now, should we be surprised? No. Do we like it? No. I also can't stand when people ask questions and then answer them. So this is going to be. I look at. They already looking the same. Wow. Here, let me get in the full viewer mode here. I don't know what to say about that outfit. Don't know what to say.
As opposed to my usual entrance, where the gold diggers, 2 on each side, bring me in.
Oh, they do?
Remember the gold diggers on the Dean Martin show?
No.
No?
No.
You don't remember Dean Martin?
Well, yeah, but we're about the same age, I think.
No, I'm 10 years older, I think.
Older?
Well, yeah.
Because you look younger than me.
I don't know about that. What, you're 60?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 70.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So I always look.
Now, Andy Dick is actually looking like he's got some color in him. Unlike when I watch Dan Soder in his whitewashed IKEA fence and the bookshelf and wall. It's so bright and it's ridiculous. So Andy Dick looks like he's got some color in him. Looks like he looks like sobriety might be helping him out. If you could do me a favor, put a 1 in the chat if you guys are, if this is coming through, because again I'm getting warnings from my live stream saying that my settings are a little bit off. I changed my settings so that it wouldn't be so glitchy. So hopefully we're good here. Hopefully you guys are getting this. I'm not sure if you.
It's up to you. I get it now.
Okay.
Well,
No, but I really always did. Remember, I was always so excited to be on your show when I was on
Well,
News Radio
was.
and you had your little shows.
Little show. He's like, you gotta swallow that, Bill. He's like, calling my shows little, you unemployed little shit. What's the last thing that you've done, Andy Dick? You got a 6-man docu crew, okay? He's got a documentary coming out about his life. They're filming him constantly. They almost filmed his own death, Andy Dick's death. So, how dare you talk to the king of night comedy, I guess. I like that.
I mean, I know you've been through the mill and put yourself in the mill, and we can get to that. But
I love working at a good mill.
but like from the beginning, you always were like, when you were there, you were one of the best as far as like a comic actor.
I don't like talking in the past like was one of the, I still feel like I am.
Well, then do something now.
I'm trying.
Yeah. No, you're still very employable. In fact, it's a great story. It's all.
I just mentioned him not being employed. So there you go. Oh no, you're still employable, Andy Dick. You got a good 5 years left. Welcome to the stream, Shy. Yeah, this is going to be wild.
This country fucking loves redemption.
Yeah, a good
They
comeback.
suck its dick like it's Harry Reams in 1978.
Dangling right here down to my knees.
Oh,
So
here
look,
we go.
we're doing that. They've been.
So now, again, this is another reason why I thought Andy Dick would be perfect for the show. Okay, because, and Bill Maher could say all this nonsense.
shooting this movie.
I don't know. You'd want to stay. And the strip came and should we go home? We're here, we're queer, we're drunk, we're
Okay, so that's right up Andy Dick's. alley. Okay, he's all about that.
Be on me. They're here now somewhere. They wouldn't let him in. You guys wouldn't let him in.
All right, let me back this up now. I think he's going to talk about his film crew. Okay, Andy Dick's got a film crew filming his life. The last remains of Andy Dick. Now, have any of you guys been Andy Dick fans? I've been absolutely repulsed of everything Andy Dick is about. There's nothing that Andy Dick has done that's been funny. It is very cringe. It's worse than Pauly Shore. Okay, and that's saying something. Okay, Pauly Shore, very touchy and all, grab ass ya and all that stuff, and Andy Dick is just gross. Okay, there's nothing about Andy Dick that I enjoy. Let that be known. Okay.
Yeah.
Dangling right here down to my knees. So look, we can.
But I will say, yeah, I'll let the video play. Thank you for bearing with me here. He's got his sleeves rolled up. He's wearing shorts. He's got some color in his skin. He actually looks pretty good. Okay, Andy Dick's looks probably the best he's looked in a long time.
We're doing that. They've been shooting this movie on me. They're here now somewhere. They wouldn't let him in. You guys wouldn't let him in here, which is fine.
Shooting a movie about you.
Me for 6 years, over 6 years. It's called
6 years. Okay, now, what do you think this movie's called? Oh, God. Let me see here. I can't even think of anything.
The Little Angel Clown Who
God.
Cries.
But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Get Apart.
Oh, okay.
Do what you do.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
I agree.
different.
I agree.
It's
Well,
one
I've been
thing
talking to Pauly Shore about doing because that was my first big fucking studio movie, really big movie in the Army now. Do you remember that?
there
you
we go.
forgot. It's so long ago.
Of course.
But it was
Pauly Shore reference right off the bat, okay? I just mentioned Pauly Shore, okay? There's this interweb of the ick that's out there that people just are interconnected with, okay? I'm not part of it. I can just see it, okay? And it's very gross, very gross.
It was Pauly Shore and I.
Yes.
And I thought, what if we did In the Army Now again? Because we're at the same kind of war now that movie was about.
That's
20 years. Isn't that interesting? And we should write that movie, and we could be generals, or I don't know.
Yeah, you could. Look at you.
But you should.
Yeah, Andy Dick, you could be a general. Look at you. Actually, he does look like he's been at least pulling himself out of bed, okay, instead of having assistants do it. I mean, I was going to say he looks like he's been working out, but I mean, he looks present. Okay, that's a first.
We could be generals, or I don't know why.
You should. I shouldn't, but you should. Somebody involved in your life. I'm not sure I was crazy about the first one. No. Yeah.
I know.
There we go.
I mean, but when you were on like the Ben Stiller, that's my Andy Dick of all time, because that was like a tour de force every week.
Was.
The first.
See that this is why you can't share your passion projects with people. Okay. He is crushed now. He's like, yeah, you're right. I probably, sheesh, oh God. Yeah, that probably wasn't a good movie. Now that I think about it. You gotta treat your dreams delicate, okay? You can't just be telling everyone about your ideas, okay? They're fragile. The slightest little nudge can just collapse the whole thing. If you got a fragile little ego like yours, okay? Yes, he's creepy, gross, cross legs. Yep, creepy shirt. A lot happening. A lot happening within the Andy Dick. Yeah. Aura. Now there is no aura, but
Well, the show itself.
Yeah.
oh, he's
I
mad.
watched it
He's
like
mad.
fairly recently, like 6 or 7 years ago. Maybe 10 years ago. They showed it on some
Comedy
cable
Central
channel
or something?
I don't know. I don't think it was that, but
No.
maybe yes, it was. I
Or
think it was.
Tubi or Pluto.
No. I
They
think
have
it was
so many
pre
channels.
that.
Yeah.
It was regular old cable TV.
Yeah.
And boy, do they stand up, and boy, are they funny. And you and Bob Odenkirk and Sarah
Janine
and Jean
Garofalo.
Garofalo. What a. They talk about the Mel Brooks, that Woody Allen writer's room. This was like a little of that. I mean, it was a real 27 Yankees life.
And Judd Apatow
Of
was
course.
the head fucking writer.
Yes, and Judd Apatow helming
was the
it
head,
all.
yeah.
So it was.
And he and I, so I've had a falling out with all of those people, but
Yeah, 'cause
coming back also. So I've been like, with me, they're like, oh, no. And you know what I think that's all about? It's about they don't want to touch me. They don't want to be, if I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing.
You're right. You're absolutely right. We do not want to touch you, Andy Dick. Okay? And we don't want to be touched by you. As a matter of fact, we don't want you around us because when you have been around people, people died. Okay? We don't want to die, Andy Dick. Okay, we've talked about this before. Okay, Chris Farley was hanging out with him a month before he died. The news radio guy, from Saturday Night Live, I always forget his name, but his wife fell off the wagon or did something, murdered her husband. Weeks after hanging out with Andy Dick. Okay, so we want to distance ourselves from you. When there's more people that are dying around you than having a gay old time, we're going to some Hanna-Barbera reference out of here. Okay, we're gonna. Okay, so he's like, why don't people want to hang out with me? Because they want to live. It's called self-preservation. It's called instincts. Okay, they don't want to be touched by you. So he's wondering, how come no one wants to touch me? They say
they don't want to touch me.
Well, yeah. Look at you. Now, Bill Maher's like, damn, look at them legs. Because that angle's... Okay, he likes them legs. Look at his hands. Now, just to let Andy Dick know that Bill Maher is available, Bill Maher switched his sleep ring from his left hand to his right. Okay, that's when you know that he's got a guest on that he is interested in. Okay, Bill Maher is interested in doing some coitus with Bill Maher, with Andy Dick. So he switched the ring on the other hand to let him know that he's gay. Okay, that's, if you wear a ring, first of all, if you wear a ring, you're gay. Okay, if you wear a ring on your ring finger on your right hand, you might as well be wearing an earring on your left earlobe. Okay, it's a signal that you want men. Okay, everyone knows this. And again, if that's your thing, that's your thing. Okay, but he never wants to admit it. Okay, he never. But he's just like, God damn! Look at them legs. I mean, that is. He's got the creepy hand gestures. Okay, let's check out the hand gestures here.
And you know what?
Ooh, he's got them David Icke fingers, actually. You all know what I'm talking about? Look at that. A footballer! A footballer! A semi-professional footballer. That means you're non-professional. Okay, you're just a hobbyist. In football. Okay, let's take a look and see if we can get some David Icke hands. Oh, come on. There it is. Give a big old wave to David Icke.
What I think that's all about. It's about they don't want to.
Oh. All right, let me back it up here.
Me, they're like, oh no, and you know what I think that's all about. It's about they don't want to be. They don't want to touch me. They don't want to be. If I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing.
It's about you've demonstrated a million times that you're a crazy drug addict. That's what it's about. Let me tell you something.
And what's the problem?
But you don't seem like that at all now. But you're going to have to prove
It's been a while since I've done drugs, even smoked pot. I was going to ask you about
What about
that.
the thing on the sidewalk recently?
Well, that was like 3-4 months ago. Well, that's a long time ago for me, sir.
I got to say, job one, we've got to switch this attitude.
That's a long time.
That is not a long time. That's a short time. That's the first.
It was about 5 months ago.
Okay. As long as we're counting in months. We're so
Yeah, he's like, oh wait, somebody that just about keeled over from doing drugs, a drug addict? That's my type. Exactly, Shy. That's what I said. This is a match made in heaven. I could have sworn 2 streams ago, maybe 3, I had said this, that David Icke should be on Bill Maher. And if not, it was definitely a strong intentional thought. And so when I saw that Bill Maher is hosting Andy Dick, I was just like, oh, yeah, of course he is. Okay. Of course he is, because we said it on the stream. Logos, folks, logos. That's why they want people to be silenced, okay? Because there's power in our words, how we speak. Oh, we got some artwork here? Yeah, exactly. So they've been changing up the artwork. So what Bill Maher likes to do is watch back his own footage and then he's able to look at legs as he's able to lust after legs after as he's looking at himself. It's really sick. But again, he likes men's legs. And Andy Dick knows this. So he's looking for some executive producers, some investors in his, in the army now. Again with a vengeance. Okay. I'll tell you one thing. A movie I do not want to see is something with not only Andy Dick, but Pauly Shore and Andy Dick. That is, although Jamie Kennedy's Content House, that's a different story, okay? Jamie Kennedy's Content House is the only way that I would be able to view and slightly semi-professionally stomach watching Andy Dick and Pauly Shore.
5 months ago.
Okay. As long as we're counting in months, we're so losing this battle.
Yeah.
We got to think long term, like forever.
Yeah.
Like,
By the way, I thought I was smoking pot on the curb with people.
But is this how your mind works? Because you have been in...
I'm like, somebody was smoking out of a glass pipe. I said, is that pot? They said, yeah. But it wasn't, and they were strangers, and I smoked it, and it was fentanyl. It was fentanyl, and I promptly died. Did you know that? I didn't know that it was fentanyl.
Well,
It's so funny.
There's so many ways I should kick you in the nuts for even posing that as my problem.
Well,
Just,
right?
let's go right. Let's not roll over this. Let's go right back to don't smoke strangers' pipes.
True. True that. No, I shouldn't have.
Here's my important...
I think I was trying to escape from, by the way, I was escaping from the guy who's here now doing that movie on me. So I was trying.
There's no one doing a movie on you. Okay? He's... All right? He's like me after my second cup of coffee. I think people are following me and that, the white van circling around my neighborhood is, yeah. No one's filming a movie about you. Okay? What was that movie that Philip Seymour Hoffman did where he was an actor in New York? He played an actor and he had a film crew following behind him. Okay? That's what all the actors say. Yeah, I'm doing a documentary. You ain't.
Trying to get away because they don't let me do anything, have fun or drink or anything. And I just ran across the street because they were all in a restaurant. I saw these guys gathering around on the curb smoking. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna go smoke some fucking pot. Ran across the street. Like, that's how it sounded. And I sat down, smoked, and died.
And you were escaping your handlers.
There it is. Yes. And that is what they are. Okay. Those are your handlers. Yep. That's exactly it.
Handlers, some of them have handled.
You were just escaping reality.
I always am doing
Okay,
that.
but so that was my question. This is an important question.
Okay, I'm listening.
Because you, with the 3 or 4 months, 5 months, it was a long time ago. Is that where your mind always is? Like, you really don't ever think this is going to be permanent? It's just a period in the cycle where you're sober, but you just know, and you're not even going to, therefore, fight it that hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so
your
glad
question is so long. I could have said yes very earlier.
Is it true?
Much earlier. Well, yeah, I'm not. I do not. If you're asking, am I going to stay sober for the rest of my life? There's no fucking way. And I would never want to be. Would you?
No, but I don't take it to the...
No, but would you?
No, but I don't
answer my question.
No, but I don't die on the sidewalk.
Okay, that was, it's called the fentanyl mishap.
But it's not...
Have you ever had a mishap?
I know this just from your mind.
He's got segment chapters in his life. That was the fentanyl oopsies.
A house. Do you remember that party where you left all that broken glass in the back?
Yeah.
And
I apologize. And I didn't leave it. I threw a beer bottle, which is retarded. But it was into woods. There were tons of woods. I didn't even know it was your prop.
No, there were trees, like we all have trees in our yard. They weren't
like
woods. You were tripping. Yeah, so I have a fucking tree or two. So it was
in there.
It was Jumanji up in there. Okay. Marshawn Lynch already let us know the quality of Bill Maher's living. Okay, he's exotic.
Woods, yeah. We were deep in the forest by my pool.
It seemed like it to me.
In Bel Air.
Oh, okay.
It was rustic, as it always
was nice.
Anyway, I don't care about that.
Too.
But
yeah.
He's a...
What? What are you doing?
I have all these notes for you.
Notes?
Oh, I wrote 5 different
never had someone
limericks.
come here with notes.
Well, I wrote some limericks in the car on the way here.
Oh,
for
wow.
you. Yeah.
You know, this isn't Fallon. Is that what
does that have to do with anything? Oh yeah, this is like a show where you just try to get to know people. We reminisce.
This is a show where we, yes,
We
I tried
reminisce.
to make it almost or completely exactly like how we would be, and I feel like we've achieved that so far.
Yeah.
I mean, because I really do like you and care about you, and
Well, that is
and
nice.
always thought
Thank you.
always thought you were a giant talent. And charisma.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what you do,
What?
people will care about you until the day you die on the sidewalk.
Nope. There won't be a moment that I care about Andy Dick. Sorry. Not sorry. Why do we have to care about Andy Dick? He's gross. I don't care about Andy Dick. Folks, do not edit your own videos, okay? You'll never be able to say another word again. They're taking my likeness. You ain't never going to get me to like you, Andy Dick.
No, no, not on the. And you can laugh at yourself, which is a great.
It's really not funny, but you're right. I did. I was like,
Okay, but don't do it again.
charisma. I was listening to that.
Yeah.
So his back is completely turned to Bill
The
Maher.
Hidden Brain
The
on
what?
the way here.
Okay,
with,
what-
by Shanky Ding Dong Redonkan. The Indian guy on KCR.
I
His
hate
name
that.
is what?
Shanky Ding Dong Shamalama Redonkan. The Indian guy.
That's not funny.
I feel-
Ding Dong. And he had a whole thing on charisma. I was listening to it on the way up. And it was interesting because
What's
there were
charisma?
different types of charisma.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
you
right,
said
but
it.
what I thought you said charisma. Is that a different variation? You said it.
I messed up. No,
I thought
charisma
maybe that's like a feminine
is what
verb.
you heard. Yeah.
Charisma.
Charisma. Maybe I have a little charisma.
Well, I always thought I was secretly gay, Andy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, me too. I thought
if
you were,
anybody
too.
reads gay, it's
Yeah.
me.
It
You sure? Okay, let's just take that back real quick.
charisma. Maybe I have a little charisma.
Well, I always thought I was secretly gay,
Ew.
Andy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Sorry, I was distracted by his nasty, gross noises. Oh, Andy Dick, you're so disgusting. Okay, you're so gross. You're so disgusting. There's really nothing I like about you. Okay, I will be the first one to say it if it needs to be said. I don't like you. You're gross.
Maybe I have a little charisma.
well, I always thought I was secretly gay, Andy.
Yeah,
That's.
yeah.
Should we go home? We're here. We're queer.
Okay, you admit it.
Me too. I thought you
if
were,
anybody
too.
reads gay, it's
Yeah,
me.
it really it is. But you've never thought about that.
Oh, I thought about it. I've certainly never been
Oh,
tempted to do it, but people are.
You thought like, what would it be like? And then you get grossed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so there's people are talking about his interests, his people. I'm pretty sure Metzger was saying that Bill Maher likes black trans men.
I can understand that.
just
If
like-
I thought about it, I'd get grossed out. I don't think about it. I just go for it.
But you're like the ancient Romans.
So-
In many ways.
No, you're
you
not.
wear a cape. A cloak. The Roman civilization did not make a large, nor the Greeks, nor Alexander the Great, the Macedonian. They did not make a giant strong, bold line between what we would call gay and heterosexual sex.
It was just
here
sex.
we go.
It was just sex, and it was just if you're cute. And I mean,
Oh.
Alexander the Great, I don't
Cute.
think would have thought himself gay. He was a Streisand fan. we know that. But other than that, so am I, and I'm not gay.
Yeah.
But you know, his lovers that we know of were his generals.
And you really don't know if you're gay because you never tried it. You never went for it. It was so wrong to you. It was so like,
It's just-
you can't do it. You can't do it.
Oh, he thought about it.
It was so wrong to you
Look at that. Oh.
because you never tried it. You never went for it. It was so wrong to you. It was so like,
It's just-
you can't do it. You can't do it. It's so wrong on every level. Politically, you're very political. And right?
I've read that about myself. Yeah.
Bill Maher, go for it. Go gay. Bill Maher. If anything, Bill Maher, go gay for Andy Dick. Okay? Go gay, Andy Bill Maher. Bill Maher, go gay for Andy Dick. Just do it. Just do it once. Just see what it's like. And then you don't have to be pretending anymore. Okay? We can see the pretenders. Okay? It's like watching the moon landing and all the 1960s footage. Okay? They're pretending. Okay? We can tell.
Were his generals.
And you really don't know if you're gay because you never tried it. You never went for it. It was so wrong to you. It was so like,
It's just-
you can't do it. You can't do it. It's so wrong on every level. Politically, you're very political. And right?
I've read that about myself. Yeah.
We had a lot about that in here.
But okay.
But you know what I mean? You can't be gay. You're not. You won't allow yourself. to be.
I feel like you're shading this more toward the more current view, which is that it's more of a social construct. And I am
here
of
you
the
go.
opinion that no, I couldn't be more supportive of anyone who wants to be whatever they want to be.
Yeah.
But there also is a default setting for humans, which is built into our biology because that's how we make babies.
Yeah.
And nature wants us to do one thing above all, make babies.
Yeah, right.
And we can't make one, Andy.
Well, tell that to Bill Gates.
We can try. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you remind me of, like Jack
gay guy.
Parr and who's the one I'm thinking of?
What'd you say?
Like Jack Parr and who's the one I'm thinking of?
That's some compliment.
Alan. What was his
Steve
name?
Allen.
Steve Allen. Did you like him?
Steve Allen was my original mentor when I was
in real life.
in real life, yeah.
You knew him?
Oh, very well.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Wow, yeah, you really embodied
Yes,
him.
I mean, for people who don't remember, I don't remember. He was the host of The Tonight Show.
He was the original.
Yes.
It's like there was an audience here.
Yeah,
There's
right.
no one here. Why do you don't let anyone
That's
be in the
the
room?
genius of this.
But I'm
Because it's
acting like
just
there is. There's
us.
no one here.
It's just us.
It's frightening almost.
That's good.
Oh. Yeah, you like them a little bit scared because that's where you get the adrenochrome, huh? Okay. Bill Maher wants a little fear. And Andy Dick, look at that. That's it. Oh, I can just. Yikes. I dare you to come 5 feet within my proximity, Andy Dick. I dare you. Okay? You best be walking across the street when you see me walking down Sunset in West Hollywood. Okay, I'll be going to all the gay bars. And I don't want to see you anywhere. I'll go to every single one of them just to make sure you walk out of it out of respect. Okay? You best stay out of my peripheral. Andy Dick.
But he was the
Yes,
original.
they were number one.
When
the original to the Tonight Show. He was the original Johnny Carson.
In the 50s. I wasn't
the
born
first
when
one.
it started.
Right. That's what I was at.
Right. He passed the torch to this guy, Jack Parr. Passed it to Johnny in the early 60s, and he lasted 30 years, and then Jay Leno, and that's the history of the Tonight Show. But Steve Allen, this is the 80s, so he had long passed when he was host of the Tonight Show. He did have other talk shows, but he never achieved the kind of success with the talk show outside of those first few years when he invented it, that Johnny did, that Leno did. He was kind of, I mean, by the...
What did he do?
He did everything, you know. He was
Oh,
a
my
jack
goodness.
of all trades, which was part of his problem. He was a songwriter, and he was a poet, and he wrote a million books, and he did Vegas and, you know, stand-up, and
So cool.
but it was
And kind of political. So you really are like him.
and not political. Did you know the average employer has to sort through?
Okay. So far, Bill Maher is liking Andy Dick. Okay, he's a Andy Dick fan. I'm not. Okay. Not my type of humor. Not my type of energy. I don't like to see a man folded as he's sits in a chair. But because Andy Dick's showing a little leg, Bill Maher's getting a little punch drunk. He's like, "Ooh, says it's getting hot in here." Oh,
Political view.
Well, I'm very,
but you're not political, but you have political view.
well, I'm very political.
Yeah. Oh, you are? Okay.
You've ever
So, like,
seen
who
my
did,
show?
am I allowed to ask who you
You've
voted
never-
for? Who did you vote for?
Oh God, you know nothing about me.
I don't.
Oh, that's so
because
interesting.
I'm not political because I'm like dumb politically.
Because you're passed out on the sidewalk is why you're not political. That's why.
So there is someone here. I heard someone laugh
which is like
behind one of those
my worst
columns.
That is my worst demographic.
oh yeah, I was gonna say that. No, there are actually people there. Okay, so they're not alone. Bill Maher's like, "Oh, it's just us. It's just us." No, they've actually had to have people in the studio from complaints because of how handsy Bill Maher would get with them. So they got some. Bill Maher had to get some interns. You know, Bill Maher's got handlers. So they're like, well, no, he's got a couple interns, and that's where he got the idea of wearing the ring because one of them is married, a younger guy, in his early to mid 30s. And newlywed, just a couple years into it, producing for Bill Maher, and he's got to work with this guy all the time and see that ring on his finger. So he got himself his own ring. And you know how people start mimicking another person's style. Okay, so that's what's happening. Bill Maher is mimicking his intern's style. You know, he's probably said to him several times, "You know, Sebastian, you're probably one of the only guys that look good with the ring on." You know, and then he's at home and slicking back his center hair, the slick back center look, slicking it back, and he's like, "You know what? I could wear a ring on my hand too."
Which is
like
behind one of those
my worst
columns.
That is my worst demographic, by the way. But
that guy who laughed.
but that's hysterical. Yeah, no, the show is
He
very.
just crapped on you. Whoever laughed.
The show is very political. But
Your other show. This one's not.
Right. This one's not exactly. This is
Oh, so what did he say about his intern?
demographic, by the way.
Wow.
Which is like
Behind one of those
my worst
columns.
That is my worst demographic, by the way.
His worst demographic, the 30. Okay, the 30-year-olds. It happens to be my biggest demographic. Okay, the one that everyone wants. You should see. I got the analytics, and they're saying, "Woo, Clip Virgin. Wait, you're bringing in the deep center, okay, of the demographics. So, but please, no one. We don't want anyone under 25. Okay, stay away. It's not for you. I got to reject them before they reject me. No, we do not. That is not our demographic. Actually, that is. I don't know what our demographic is. It's a good one though. It's a good demographic. It's where all the marketers and they all want that demographic. Okay. How old am I? Ooh. Ancient of days. Okay, I'm old, very, very worn and tethered. Okay, I got many battle scars, and I've been through many iterations. But yeah, we got. Yeah, I don't think we go anything under 25. So.
But
That guy who laughed.
but that's hysterical. Yeah.
So he wants that he wants that demographic, and he's trying to appeal to the demographic, and put the ring on and do all that. No, I've got one of those Benjamin Button things. I like age backwards. I guess I don't. No, there's a reason why I don't go full screen, folks. Okay. Woo. Start seeing all the cracks in the canvas. So, I'll just stay on the side here. No, I'm like Prince. Prince was he a Jehovah's Witness? What was he? What was it? Kurt Metzger? Huh? Was he a Jehovah? They don't believe in birthdays, so when you don't believe in a birthday, you don't have a birthday. You're not constantly reminded of age and of time and all that. So you remain timeless. Okay, I'm not a time checker. Okay, those are from them schedule people. People always having schedules. Okay, now I'm a free spirit. Okay, stream of consciousness, folks. There's nothing written down, and I forgot, and I basically I have forgotten. I have many moons, but Bill Maher wants the demographic.
No, the show is very.
He just crapped on you. Whoever laughed.
The show is very political. But
your other show. This one's not.
Right. This one's not exactly. No. This is why I did this one, so it doesn't have to be.
Yeah. So you can listen.
If it goes there, it goes there.
Yeah. I'm not political.
But no, my age. I'm within a couple of years of our demographic. So however old you guys are, I'm within a few years here and there. It just seems like the algorithm pushes it in that direction. Okay, they're not gonna. I don't get old people on my YouTube. So if you've been watching people who are trying to look like a I don't know what this is. What would you even call this look? The let go. Okay, if you it is when you wear all black, then you know you're nearly there.
Political. So I was trying to I'm asking you to teach me.
I will.
What's going on?
I will.
So Trump.
Okay, here's how I think of Trump.
Yeah.
He is a corrupt.
And don't forget, I had
Welcome
that
to the
thing
stream,
with his
Jan.
daughter on Jimmy Kimmel.
What do you?
Halo. So now I don't, I'm not going to spoon feed you anything, and I don't normally even announce first-time chatters. So I appreciate the chat, but if you don't know what this is, I'd say that's on you. So you should watch, or you should broaden your horizon or narrow your field of vision so you can focus on what's happening. Okay, there's a lot going on, and if your mind can't put the pieces together, make a nice little mosaic, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. We are transforming content, but
Right, a thing.
I touched
Thanks
her
for
thigh
joining.
like that, her bare thigh on Jimmy Kimmel, and it was a
talking
big
about
controversy.
Ivanka?
Yeah, Ivanka.
What year was this?
It was before he was president.
Before
Otherwise,
his pres-
he would have kicked me out of the country.
people wanting, these the point. Okay, you want to get to a point. Okay, so there's the destination that you don't understand, but the journey. Okay, that's like old hippie shit that we're talking about now. Okay, we should have evolved way beyond all that. Okay. This is nouveau. This is avant-garde. This is underground. And if you ain't hip to it, stick around. You will be. You'll get the references. Okay. I repeat my references quite often. I've only been doing this for a few months, folks. Okay. I know it says episode 93. Okay. But it's because nouveau niche. Thank you, Jan. Okay. Exactly. Jan comes up with all the catchphrases. Okay, I've only really come up with a couple, and and I'm not going to talk faster for you guys. I'm not going to, press play when you want. No, I will have the show moving along a bit. But no, I'm hoping that you're here to hear my commentary. Okay, we're a commentary, satirical analysis channel. Okay. Yep. Well, and appreciate it, Halo. Yeah, we might have to ask you to leave if you're under 25, because that was an under 25 question. Okay, so you're older than 25. All right, well, stick around. You might enjoy it. It's a little bit of hate watching, a little bit of poking fun, making fun of people. It's fun.
He would.
And you were sitting next to her on the couch?
Yeah, because I
Wow.
was the first guest, and she came on, and I wanted to stay.
Right, but you're supposed to stay.
Yeah, I think
you moved down the couch.
Yeah, I
as
moved
we-
down the couch.
Yeah,
and I was right
okay.
next to her calf.
But
and I just
did something
caressed her
prompt you
bare
touching her? Like
They were shimmering.
oh, they were just there.
No, but
Keep your legs down. Oh my God, we've got Houston. We have a problem. Okay, I don't want to see down the barrel Okay, that is, even YouTube won't allow me to zoom in any further than that. Okay, the last time I did that, let me just give me 1 second, folks. The last time, oh, this time I'm going to show big version of it. 1 second, let's get a bigger one. Okay, I can't show any more than that. Now let me see if this is the. Okay. Now take a nice little zoom in on that, and tell me what you see. Oh my God. We are mixing art here. So let's just, how do I put that leg together? Oh my God. Kurt Messinger's got to be in everything. He's in the thick of it. Can I bring that? It won't let me do it with that one. So can I connect this leg somehow? That looks like, flip the image. Yeah, there we go. Oh God, that was my beard days. Oh, here we go. Here we... Oh my God. All right, hold on. Let me back this up. That's it. Thank you.
She had like this.
Oh my God, hold on.
Touching her like a.
They were
Stop.
to her calf. Yeah, that's the first game.
Something
Arrest her
prompt you
bare
touching her like a.
They were shimmering.
Oh, they were just
There we go.
there.
No, but she had like this makeup.
Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button here. 1 second, folks.
Like a,
They were shimmering.
oh, they were just there.
No, but she.
Okay, so now let's see if we can pull this up a little further here. All right, we'll get a good shot here. Oh, it's so close. 1 second, folks. I mean, that's pretty close. That's about. I think that. Oh. All right, so there it is. We do mixed media. Okay. Move it on. We're gonna lose Halo if we don't keep this thing moving. Okay. Look at Halo. That's Metzger. Okay, that's Kurt Metzger in the groin of Adam. Oh, look at Bill. He's like, He's a calf man.
He had like this makeup that had glitter. And I'm like, why are your legs calling to me? And they were shimmering, and
I thought
rubbed my
maybe
hand
it came up in conversation or it was a joke, but you're saying no, just like an animal.
They were shimmering,
just like an animal,
like a raccoon to a shiny object.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, as long as we got that straight.
Oh yes.
Just that.
And then the
okay, you can't do that, Andy. You can't
tell me all the things I can't do.
You can't do that. You can't.
What else, Dad?
Okay.
If you had me when you were 10. I didn't know you were 10 years older than me.
Did you have
I thought we were the same age, like the exact same.
Did you have a rough upbringing? Can we?
If you had me when I was 10. Yeah, Bill's very exactly, Chad. Bill's very distracted by Andy's legs. He's doing his best not to look at his legs. Andy's like, "Hey, my eyes are up here." Bill Maher. Okay. Men don't be staring at women's tits, okay? They're like, "Hey, eyes up here." No, I'm like, "Whoa, what? What? Now, I make sure that they know, like, what? Oh. No, people, it's just, everyone gets so weird about skin. Okay, but keep any dick skin away from me.
Years older than
Did you have?
I thought we were the same age, like the exact
same.
Did
you have a rough upbringing? Can we blame it on that?
Yes, actually, it was rough in that my dad was in the military. I think you know this. He was a lieutenant commander on a submarine in the Navy, and so we moved almost every year. Every year.
That is tough.
Yeah, that makes it tough. But it makes me like have to be on. If I'm going to be friends with anyone, I had to, be. And they'd all come to me. So I was a constant. I didn't want an audience. I always was the person that tell me, who's this little faggot?
Right.
And then I had to be like, hey, guys, I'm the new guy. And,
right.
Weed man,
and it was really
that's interesting.
Horrific. Like every time I'd be plopped into a new school, I was petrified.
And it was all over the country?
All over, and Yugoslavia. Because I lived in Yugoslavia when I was 12.
What part of Yugoslavia?
Zagreb, outside of Zagreb.
Oh, that's Croatia.
Now it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, remember, they've been through a bunch since then. Since I was 12, it was Yugoslavia when I was 12.
Yeah.
1976 and 77.
Were they nice? I think they were if the Nazis in the war.
There was a dictator.
If I'm not mistaken. Not holding a grudge forever, Tito, Croatia, but I mean,
Tito was
Yugoslavia.
Tito was his name.
That's where I was.
Yes, I understand.
In Yugoslavia, it was Yugoslavia at the time, and Tito was the president, not the dictator. He was the president. And then it all got bunched up. And before I was there, it was Serbo-Croatia.
Yeah.
Oh, Andy Dick did Christina Aguilera thing. Oh, that's funny. Christina Aguilera. Oh God. Even in her prime, she was trailer. She was trailer trap. No, I ran across Christina Aguilera one time. She kind of gave me a nod, like hello. I'm like, oh, hello, Christina Aguilera. Oh. Hit me one more time. Bye, bye, bye. Or, I don't know. What's her songs? No one knows. Okay? Christina Aguilera, you're too close. Oh. You can't call me names because it doesn't hurt my feelings. How's it go? Oh, she was in the Mickey Mouse Club, huh? Ooh, man. Oh, genie. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way. How about this? Look. Hey, come here. here, Christina. But there's that one where she's like talking about her dad making fun of her weight gain. And like, no matter what you say, it's not gonna hurt my feelings. I'm beautiful no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down. You're ugly. How about that? Is that uplifting? You're ugly, Christina Aguilera. She's too greasy. Okay, she's got too much oil on her face. Okay, it's I need a matte face finish. You're too shiny, Christina Aguilera. Pat your face down before you go on camera. Do us all a favor. Yeah, she's thick. She got thick. She looked. From the get-go, she had FP. Okay, and all the boys in the house know what FP is. Okay, that's how we identify the future of the trajectory of these women. Sorry, girls. That's just how it is. Okay, I'm showing my angles. Doing a Pauly Shore, talking about how guys talk about FP. It's true. Okay, it's true. Yeah, just like how girls are like, oh, he's gonna lose his hair. Okay, we're all like, oh, she gonna be thick. Now, let me tell you, just because thin is not healthy, okay? So I'm not saying thin is good. Thin is not good, okay? And so sometimes, and in many cases, thick is better. But we don't go there, okay? But Christina Aguilera, you don't think words are gonna bring you down? Okay. Oh, she got thick. Yeah, not in a bad way. Yeah. Like the Shakira. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. And there's that issue, whatever happened with that Coachella lady who called out some yodeler or something like that. I thought it was Shakira. Oh yeah. I don't know how she's. No one knows how she sings it. It's very tribal. Like the. What's the other one? There's another. Anyway, enough of these women pop singers. That just shows you how little there's been very little male musical influence in pop culture for quite some time. I mean, unless you're rapping. Oh yeah. Shakira's sexy. Okay, Shakira's sexy. She's got the hair and the hips and the movement, and it's just how she sings. Okay, it's all the glottal thing. Glottal. Yeah, I need some sultry soul. Okay, I need to hear the words being rounded out, okay, and shaped. Not plopped up like bubbles, like okay. We got some singers in the clip version community, folks. And so we know music. Okay, we know music. We know what works, what doesn't, and who's the other female singer? The long redhead who was like the horse song about the horses running. She had like a kind of like a tribal thing, and it was some kind of hipster name for the group. The horses are running. No, she had a voice, so that's why I'm trying to figure out that one. But Tasha Bedingfield, I don't know if that's it. Oh, get down, your brother, get down, the sister. Wait, how's it? It's coming to me. Run for your sister. Never, no, oh, how's it go? Run for your life, run for sister. No, mister. No. Here it's Florence and the Machine. There it is. Yep. Oh, tell me the song. It's so close. Yeah. Run for the night. One for the night. The run on the center. What's the hook? That's the thing. They never had a hook. It was just so. It's the running. Run for the night. Anyway. Oh, please. Enough of this.
Herzegovina.
Dog days are, yes. Dog days are over. Dog days. I can't sing it. No one can sing that register. That's like a jelly roll register. No one can sing it. Oh, sorry, yeah. Run fast for your money, run for the... Oh, I still can't get it. All right, there we go.
I learned about it when
Yugoslavia
I was there 1 year.
Was a quilt of 6 different countries. There was where Melania is from, Slovenia. Luka Doncic, also from Slovenia. And there was
well, that's interesting. And I'm touching. Was I touching Melania's daughter's leg?
No, Melania is not Ivanka's mother.
Oh, okay. Well, they have the same kind of name.
Start at the beginning. The president is this guy, Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah.
He was a game show host. And
no, he wasn't.
The Apprentice.
Oh, that's right. Now you're really crap. It was a game show host.
Yeah. But, that's where America is. And...
Bill got distracted with the leg cross. He did the... Andy Dick did the indecent proposal. What's it called? With Sharon Stone. The leg cross. Was it indecent proposal or... No. What was it? When Sharon Stone's in the interrogation room, and she crosses her legs, and I was like, Basic Instinct, yes. It's like, Andy Dick just did a Basic Instinct on Bill Maher. Watch this.
Really crap.
And watch him.
It was a game show.
Yeah. But, that's where America is. And,
lost his train of thought.
I mean, we have a complicated relationship, both myself and the country.
Do you think you would ever run for president?
There we go. Now, I've been saying this. I've been saying Bill Maher for president. Put him up there. Do it. No, folks, when it comes to politics, there are so many other things that one can be interested in than politics. Yes, it does have an effect on your life. But so do car manufacturers and city development planning and a whole slew of other industries and other things to be fully immersed in has little effects on our lives, I guess. Okay, but what has the most effect on our lives is what we focus on. Okay, what we put all of our attention and intention into. And I'm done with the politics, folks. Okay? All right, we are about the revolution of no politics. We're bowing out of this political rhetoric. Okay, it goes nowhere. There's no conclusion. It's just a bunch of people propping up someone else's ideas and goes no. There's so many other things to be into than politics, but the news cycle. Okay, the news. That's some of the lowest effort stuff to pull content from. Okay. And the reason why they call it the news is because every day there's something new happening. So it's the new thing constantly. So it's the news. Plural. And I don't like that continual new thing, okay? The reason why we have a community here at Clip Virgin, please hit that like button, subscribe, join us on our live streams. We go deep and we go through the minutia and find the comedy gold in these dark comedic times that we're in. Okay, we're all about comedy here, folks. And these sorry, I was distracted by the fold in Andy Dick's legs. I mean, this is almost like those ancient marble statues where you wonder how do they make the veil over the face so transparent, and it's stone. Okay, it's like how do they know to make the finger so obtuse? That thing has been in way too many assholes right there. Yeah, that's what that is. Just like mine can't even do that. Okay, mine's meant. My automatic thing is this. I mean, if you look, I got scars, bruises. Okay, got a big old look, that's a bruise right there, folks. Okay, that looks like Jamie Henshaw's eye and her cheek right there. Okay, okay. You know, see little delicate little. Okay, my finger can't even do that. It's just meant for a grip. Get a grip, Andy Dick. Okay. No, it. I mean, it stings. It when you hit it, it stings, and then you're like, oh, kind of felt good, and then you're like. You can do it again, and now while you're doing it, you can keep doing it for a while, and then once you stop, If you were to go back and do it a few minutes afterwards, then you'll feel it. But while you're doing it, all the adrenaline, all the blood is shunt to the core, so it leaves your limbs a bit numb, so that it can take a hit, and you won't feel it at first. Okay, but you'll feel it the next day. But usually when it comes to low impact kind of things like this, they usually, it takes about 3 days. So the first day is sore and stiff. The second day it unstiffens, it's a little bit, and you get a little bit more mobile. And CV, you can call me CV. You can call me Clip Virgin. You can call me host. Okay, I'm the host. And after the third day, you're right as rain. Yeah, I punch the mirror every morning because I'm just like, why don't I look like Andy Dick?
Of course not.
Because you would be afraid to lose, or
First of all,
because you don't want it. You don't want to be the president.
I don't want to be. I'm too old to be.
You're not too old.
70? Okay.
Is that too old?
Yeah, Clip Virgin is an adjective and a noun. Okay, and it's my first person singular. I mean, you guys don't know that by now. I might not be doing my job correctly. Okay, most know this already. It's transcendent.
Okay, I
And
know.
why do you look so young, given that you drink and smoke so much pot?
It's
Want to hear
because
one of my limericks?
he does that.
Because it has to do with
yes,
that.
Yes, I do.
Let's do one.
Oh God.
Oh, yes. You've spent all this time on that. See,
Oh, here's something a note about me, that my teeth are in the middle of fixing them, so that's why I'm not smiling a lot. I'm going like this because my teeth literally, if I smile, it looks like the before picture in the dental implant commercial.
This
You know that?
Listen, folks, the bigger the grin, the bigger the sin. Okay, people that are smiling all the time, they are hiding something. Okay, no, I got jacked up teeth too. It's just part of getting hit. Okay, get hit a couple times. It just happens, and it's on the list of things to do, folks. Okay, I got to fix a lot of things, a lot of things, but we all can't be perfect like Bill Maher. Okay, Bill Maher's got his shit together. He's got the suede boots. He's got 2 shows. Okay, I can't even do a free show. Okay, without freaking out. He's got the swagger. No, stay away from popcorn. Okay, I wanted to start a popcorn company and pop fresh oven popcorn and sell it to the neighborhood, and call it Old Maids. Okay, and as people, the Clip Virgin generation would know, Old Maids are the popcorns that were not popped. Okay. And so as I was trying to perfect my formula, my popcorn formula, you'll chip a couple of teeth chomping on those Old Maids. And Orville be a bitch trying to shut me down. Okay, he monopolized the whole industry. Man, I had a nice little turner that would just warm it, and I had hired a little orangutan to turn the spit, the popcorn spit that would slow cook the all salted. No, none of that candy stuff. No, sorry folks. Okay. And here's the thing. The secret, okay, not only is avocado oil, but the secret is the day old, okay? That's where the flavor really sets in, is in the day olds, okay? You need a day old batch of avocado oiled popped popcorn over the oven and salted, okay? And salted the moment it is out of the spit, okay? I don't know, the turning thing. You gotta kind of push aside the orangutan, because he'll try to get at it, but they're really good at just standing and doing one thing for a while. And woo, I'll tell you what, that oil sets in, you got the salt, and but you get a couple of chipped teeth, and you just grow out that beard. But folks, please don't start a popcorn business. I'm trying to expand my market, so I don't want any competition.
Those commercials before and after, before dental implants, they look like this. I'm not going to show them.
Yeah.
And then after, they look all nice and white.
See, this is why we have to get...
Popcorn's very risky. And was it lentils too? Like you have I like all the poverty food apparently. But lentils will actually have like stones in them. Chip my tooth having some nice lentils, and there's a stone in it, in the rice or something.
You're working to fill your hours with doing something constructive.
I'm just talking. You know what I need to construct are my fucking teeth. I need dental implants.
Well,
okay, but here's the thing.
Get something going.
He was okay. And quickly, okay, once there...
All right, so now Bill Maher's really liking this, okay? He's like, he likes someone just going full wacko. And he thinks that any dick writing something on a piece of paper is him doing something and being productive. Have you guys seen my journals? I mean, do you see this? Okay, this size, okay, that's a very big size. All right, this is the larger size, not the 8x11s, but the larger size, okay? Whole thing filled, okay? I'm like, the next time I see Andy Dick, I swear to God. No, writing a couple things on scrap paper on a mini clipboard like that. I mean, that's smaller than an iPad. Do you put popcorn on your Christmas tree? I don't. As a kid, I did do that. As a kid, I did that. But I do not do that anymore. No, a Christmas tree needs to have a bunch of unique ornaments sprinkled in with some regular bulbs, Christmas bulbs, but nothing crazy color, okay? And white lights, okay? No colored lights, so white lights on the green tree with neutral bulbs, you know, kind of like a silver and gold kind of bulb. And then the color comes from all these really cool ornaments that you've gotten from around the world and from all these random places. That's a really, really the best way to decorate a tree because, and this is the key, because then at night, you can have that be your night light, and it not have it be this bunch of crazy blues and all these weird colors at night. So it's nice and warm. Do I write standing up? I have a lot. I've written standing up quite a bit. But I do a lot of it sitting down. But some of my best penmanship comes from writing, and it's all like for a while I would even do pencil because I wanted to experience the impermanence of my own thoughts. Okay, and then I'm like, oh wait, they're rubbing. Yeah, the pages are rubbing and it's making a mess. So I had to stop doing that. But a Pilot G2 pen is the way to go. And yeah, anyone else out there write? I've been doing it for consistently for well over 10 years. Not well over, probably 10, 12, 13, 14 years. And when you just do stream of consciousness and not like word association kind of stuff or anything like that, like, you know, nothing, but you just, I guess it's basically what I'm doing now, but I'm talking. I think it's probably why I can talk for hours. It's because for 10 years I've done nothing but wrote. I writed. And then a good 3 to 5 years before I was writing a lot, I did a lot of reading. I did a lot of self-teaching on all sorts of subjects and a lot of fun. And then when you read a bunch, then you start writing a bunch. And then when you start writing a bunch, you start getting depressed. So quit writing, folks. It makes you depressed. You just, okay, there's it's called paralysis in analysis. And no, it's good to write things down. Actually, the journal I just picked up there was from a couple of years ago, and I turned the page, and I don't go back and read the stuff too much. I don't have anything against doing that, but I went back, and the one that I just pulled up was talking about how it would be nice if I would like to start doing a show. And here I am, doing a show. So it's a really great way to kind of see these watermarks or things that were just kind of like an idea or a nudging. And I mean, I used to be a far left lunatic, but now my chats nudge me to the the fringe right. Okay, I'm deep in the far right now. No, I'm like a willow tree. Okay, I'm swayed to and fro by the winds of the time. Okay? I'm not a sturdy oak. No, a circle has no sides, folks. Okay, so let's be circular and not square. Yeah, there's no left or exactly, Fisk. There's no left or right. It's all programming. It's these little magic tricks to keep you in this little maze and divided. And that exactly, Shai. That's usually how it goes. When you're a little bit younger, you'll lean left, and you're the bleeding heart. And then once you start developing a bit of a sense of self and autonomy, you realize, wait a second, I don't want people telling me how to run my business. Do we have any business owners out there? They're saying with AI, all the white-collar jobs are going to be wiped out, and that really trade work is the way to go. And there's some truth to that. Okay, there's some truth to that, but I'm sure that they're just wanting to push everyone into the trade work so that they can build their mass prisons that they want us all in. They're like, yeah, be an electrician. Voted once when you're 18. Yeah. All that stuff. I'm not I don't participate in voting. I don't participate in the census. I don't participate in having a license plate. I'm a sovereign citizen. Please, folks, have a license plate. You can't just be driving around saying you're a sovereign nation and not have a license plate. Voted once. After that, yeah. Ooh, we got someone with no ID. Okay. Now I opted out of the what's it called, the new ID or whatever it's made up thing that they're trying to do. That's crazy. Real ID. Yes, real ID. Yep. Real dumb. You can get an ID in in Cali without a social security card. Wow. They're just trying to funnel people in and out of that DMV. I'm sure it's hell. There's like, next. Yes. Okay, here you go. Next.
Well,
Okay, but here's the thing.
Get something going.
He was okay. And quickly, okay. Once was a man named Bill Maher. Quickly became quite the star. He was politically pointed, and he drank and jointed, and had to trade in his car for a bar. That one's okay.
Andy Dick is gay. I'll say it all the way to when I go to the store the other day and I said, Andy Dick is gay. That sucked, Andy Dick. Okay, let me write down this. No, do poetry, it's fine, okay? But, Bill is like he's on a Tinder date. Okay, he's like, oh, yeah, that's awesome. That's great poetry. You want to throw on Netflix? Okay, he's like, yeah, there's no way that Bill Maher can think that that's good.
He was politically pointed, and he drank and jointed.
Be right back, 1 second.
And had to trade in his car for a bar. That one's okay. Okay.
It was off to a great start.
Yeah, Bill Maher was a politics schmooze who loved his pot and booze. When asked by Dick if he could have a slick,
Let me take that back, folks. Sorry. Computer froze up on that. My disdain sent shockwaves to the signal. All right, here we go.
schmooze who loved. Yeah, Bill Maher was a politics schmooze who loved his pot and booze. When asked by Dick if he could have a slick, he said, one lump or two. Bill Maher knew the Andy Dick dance and asked him on his show by chance while Bill drank and smoked. Andy just joked and surprisingly never took it out of his pants. That one doesn't. That's just a joke on me, really.
Oh,
but that was kind of
Andy.
clever, right?
It is.
And
we
Andy,
have to,
He's got to get drunk now. All right, so Jan's got a prediction that we'll be getting some more leg exposure now. Yeah. And Andy Dick is trying to show off his guns. Yeah, he's got the sleeves rolled up. He's trying to show Bill Maher as much skin as possible. This is the most skin that has been on Bill Maher, okay? All the skin you're going to see on me is my hands, okay? I'm skinless. I have no skin, folks. I can't bear my skin. It's mainly because you guys hate whites, okay? Bill Maher made it clear that people hate white people. So I cover myself in all black, and I really want to be a black guy. I listen to rap music, and I have my lineage roll in their grave when they listen to my dance parties. Okay. Just because I'm Nordic doesn't mean I don't like a little bit of the old dirty South. No, us Norsemen, okay? We anything that makes us resonate, okay? We will. I mean, everything's just war. One day got blood on the face, big disgrace, kicking your cat all over the singing and we will let a gay guy sing it just so we can So we like to move around, and white culture's so boring. Bunch of tap dancers. What are you like? Who's the dancing? The that's white people be stiff. Okay, we're too stiff. We got to move the hips. The hips. Ooh. Okay, it's all about the hips and. Oh yeah, that's right. We don't have culture, folks. Okay, people hate white people, and we don't have a culture. We don't have a culture. We have no history. We are vulturing over everyone else's culture, and the world is the way it is and has been built from other people and other people's ideas, not white people's. The river dance. Yes, thank you, Jan. Once I saw the river dance, I said, awesome, but I'm out. That is cool, but I am anti-white. Don't ever do a river dance in front of me and expect me to love another white man again. It ain't happening. I never seen such vitriol in one man's eye as he stared at me and did the river dance. Okay, he's just like, just do it. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. Just stares at you. I'm like, listen up. It's intense. Oh, is that why they do it? Because the Irish women have nice legs? Well, okay, then that makes sense, okay? But I don't ever want to see a Irish man in my face again. I mean, you gotta get them. You have to be very strong in order to get your knees up, okay? Whenever you see me do this, and whenever I'm in this position, if you were to look down just a little bit further, you'll see that there's a knee there. Okay, I put my legs up like this. There's a little bit of anti-dick coverage here for you. Okay, this is my knee going up. And no, I don't. My legs are right here, okay? I do not have legs. This is where I'm standing right here. Okay. I am this tall. I'm only 4'3". Okay. But I know through the power of logos. Okay, I had a dream, folks. I had a dream. And in that dream, I was soaring through the sky. I looked down and I realized I was 4'5". Oh, I was 4'5". I couldn't believe it. I woke up, I wrote it down, and I knew through the power of logos that if I speak it out, I knew that one day I'll grow 2 more inches and be 4'5". No, please. I never want to see a man's legs. That will be the first thing that I will start to incorporate into my biometrics. Okay, I will lop off my tiny little twigs that are called legs. They're very disformed and twisted. Okay, they're like a very twisted and evil, very evil legs. And that would be the first thing that I'll be up on my haunches in a robotic way. I can walk, yeah. Yep, it takes time. learn how to, just like, when I'm exactly biolegs. That my spin-off of I'm actually getting sued by Pauly Shore because he wanted to do biodome. I said no, biolegs. No, I'm not even standing up, folks. Okay, I'm hanging upside down. Okay, I'm hanging upside down. Okay. Actually, I'm upside right. All of you guys are actually upside down, and the world is actually a triangle. It's not a circle or a flat disc. It is a pyramid.
You can't give in to the haters and the people who just always want to find something, and people who frankly just don't have a sense of humor. Yeah. And most people do.
Thank you.
They do.
Here's another thing.
Yeah, I hang from my toes. Because they're all deformed and twisted, so both of my legs actually create one like ingrown toenail that then just kind of latches to the pole, and then just, oh. You said the world's a triangle before. Wow, nice. That I will say that is the first time I've ever said that. So maybe I was picking up from you because I've never said that before. That was the first time I ever said the world's a triangle. Okay, but I do believe in the circle and square and triangle. Okay, those are the forms of creation. Oh, you say that to the flat earth? Yeah, exactly. Tell a flat earther that the world's a triangle, and they'll go, wait, I think you're right. Hold a second. The world's a bitch? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Always wanting more. Okay, no, we cannot start believing that the world's a triangle, folks. Okay, I can't have TikToks telling me that the world's a triangle. But apparently when you're on hallucinogens, you think that the world's sitting on a turtle. And then you come up with you're like, oh, turtle's all the way down. It makes so much sense now. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's something that writers say all the time to make themselves appear deep. Okay, it's like architects saying juxtaposition all the time. Okay, it sucks. Okay, why don't you have some continuity for once and quit, monochroming everything.
I'm sure you missed. First of all, one thing before Biden, he was the president before Trump, and he was like super old, and that was the big issue in the campaign. The big issue.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. His age was not the big issue with Joe Biden. Okay, the big issue with Joe Biden was that he was sniffing little girls, and then the following week, he looked completely different. Okay? So, Bill Maher, just so you know, a ring on your finger don't make you wise. Okay? And Joe Biden was sniffing girls, and Jim Carrey in the Biden mask was falling everywhere. Ooh, black ring. Okay. Oh, okay. So the black ring is actually a warlock's. Oh, okay. Satan? Huh? Your little slick back sinner hair? You sin lately, Bill Maher? Oh boy, when you hear someone say sin, run. Okay, those people, they've been in the church too long. They think that words in the Bible are what people say everywhere. Okay. That's not even a word that's in the Bible. That's something that preachers make up to make you feel guilty about everything. I went to I heard about a man going to an Easter service one time, and it was the first time he's ever heard the word sin in his life. It was like, what's this word you guys are saying? Sin. You sinner? Yeah. Exactly. He is definitely a Rosemary's Baby house guest. He's picking at that baby and just wanting to tweak it and deform it. Seeing if the moose has set in yet while they conduct their ritual. This is the problem with old men not being in an old folks home. Okay, they need to be around other older people to remind them. Okay, you need to be reminded of your place in life. Bill Maher. Okay, you're roaming around too much. You need to start hunching over a bit more. How are you so healthy? We do think that he had maybe a little bit of a hospital scare a few weeks ago. He mentioned that he had to kind of change up his routine a bit, so he might have gotten something from the doctor about his lungs, maybe about smoking, or something happened. He's not smoking as much as he used to. Which is a shame. Okay. The reason why they demonize tobacco and all that is because it was an appetite suppressor. So the food industry was all up in arms, saying no one's buying our food anymore. They're buying your cigarettes, and they're thinking about writing a play instead of sitting down and watching our TV shows. But apparently nicotine is the thing that kills a lot of parasites and a lot of stuff that apparently is going around.
Yeah, you knew this.
No, but no, because I don't know politics. But every time he would talk or whatever, I'm like, God, that guy, how is he running the country? Then it had to be explained to me that he's not.
Yep.
All the people under him are running it.
Well, he's
Well,
And he was
over
just a
him, not under
weird,
him.
like, old man puppet. like one of the guys in the balcony of the Muppets, those two old men in the balcony.
No, that's
he
you
was one of
guys.
them. Like, and he couldn't even talk.
No, that's what they need to do. Okay, they need to have their own show. The two of them need to have their own show, and it could be just like the Muppets and the two people up in the balcony, and like short shorts. How about short dick? You know, whatever. They're a little comedy, little juice box comedy. Tobacco kills everything around it. Did you know tobacco users didn't form spike proteins from COVID vaccine? Yep. Yeah, that exactly. So the tobacco basically gets rid of the spike protein and stops the shedding of other. Okay, there's a bunch of shedders. It's not enough that you opt out of it, getting the vaccine, but if you're in proximity of someone who recently got it, it's going to shed on you. So once the shedding thing started coming around, then they started turning it into, they wanted to spin it and say shame. So they wanted to be like, shame on you for not getting it. Shame on you for not getting the vaccine. No, it's you're shedding. A lot of wild stuff about the jab. A lot of wild stuff. I mean, there's reports that there's old fetuses in the vaccines, the COVID vaccines, and not like old aborted fetuses, like from the 60s. DNA from aborted fetuses from decades ago were in the recent COVID vaccinations. So just imagine what's going to be in the tick vaccine. I mean, it's already been reported that Epstein put his own DNA into the vaccines too. So all these kids, yeah, their DNA structure is getting all scrambled, trying to rework all this junk DNA that's in there. I can't believe it, folks. Why would you? No, thank you. Some people can default to that. That's just not my default, okay? I don't just default to trusting the experts, okay? Once I got the internet, I was like, oh, okay, I'll just figure it out myself. Thank you. I don't need your help anymore. And then once that happened, and once people caught wind of that, then that's when all the apps started coming out. They started creating all these apps and then to distract you. But then we fought through that, and then we got the word out on the apps. Yep. Well, yeah, exactly. And that to not get it was a very difficult thing to do. Imagine that, to say, no thanks, I don't want poison in me. Take the poison. No, that's fine. No, we just came up with it. Okay, let's see the tests on it. We don't have any. Okay, well, let me see the ingredients in it. Well, here's the page. Like, open the page up, it's blank. It's like, yeah, well, I guess we don't have to put the ingredients in because it's an emergency. So that's why they're so adamant about shutting down anything that said anything about other useful drugs. Okay, the whatever it's called, the horse dewormer. Because if there wasn't any cure, if there wasn't any known cure, they could accelerate the release of it, put it through the Emergency Act, and then they wouldn't be able to get sued if anything were to happen. So once I found that out, I was like, oh, okay, no thanks. No thanks. I told people they were getting shot up with government juice and they still went, yep. So your boyfriend got it, but then you ended up with a few problems. Oh, man. It might have been a result of shedding. Wow. That's wild. Yeah. Yeah, and they're making it purposely difficult. Yeah, exactly, Jen. And now that they've got robot dogs and other animatronic beasts roaming the streets, they're just gonna knock on your door. You're like, you gotta like get it in your neck. Come and knock on your door, and we're gonna give you a vaccine whether you like it or not, because we want to depopulate the world. Bill Gates wants to depopulate the world. He wants to depopulate the world, allegedly. Apparently, Hawaii, the climate there, you can grow anything. So apparently, people are making a pilgrimage out to Hawaii. They haven't fully instated a draft yet, but they did implement some kind of regulation to have people 25 to 42, which is happens to be our target audience. That's probably why they're doing it, because Clip Virgin is getting a little too popular. So they want to draft us all. But they're getting ready. Get ready to. So people are moving to Hawaii. They're going to opt out of all of it. And they say that Hawaii is where you can grow all the food and all that stuff. So Hawaii is going to be underwater the next 30 years. Yeah. I mean, especially if Oprah has got anything to say about it. Yes, Jen, exactly. I hope I never get a blood transfusion because I doubt they'll give me pure blood. exactly. Done for. Let me see if I can. Let me pull something up real quick here. For whatever reason, whenever I switch the screen, it goes blank now. I don't know why it does that, but if you guys know, that'd be great if I could fix that. I think it happened ever since I switched to Chrome. But let's go ahead and take a solar break. I don't know what that pinging sound is. Hopefully it's not because I'm streaming. There we go. Okay, this is our sun. This is taken from a hobbyist. Well, why does it say NASA on it? The guy said that he's filming in his backyard. Elites have clones of their favorite people and dumbs. Yep, for their. Oh my God. No. Okay, so. Oh my God. Okay. So deep underground military bases. Now I thought it was just, which I was going to message you guys on the community board saying that the island is on YouTube now. The Michael Bay, and we had discussed unveiled, is it hidden unveiled, or what was it called? Hidden. Anyway, they did a episode on the island, and talking about elites. Mind Unveiled. Thank you. In Mind Unveiled, the episode where it says Hollywood knew, their 33333 episode, he talks about how the elites and the Epstein files, it was also about cloning, and that they're cloning to get organs and to get it's all part of life extension. But I didn't think about them cloning people from the entertainment business and then having their clones be in the bunkers, because in the movie The Island, they were in these deep underground bunkers, and just like all the alien movies that you see, you'll see a bunch of people being grown and harvested, and you would think that, oh, those are aliens in there. No, those are clones. Oh, which, by the way, so my X account is back up and running. And my only follower, Shy, might have been bumped out. So if I had one follower on X. I just started it. I'm not an X guy, but I started it for the channel. So follow me on X. Shy is all alone out there in the clip virgin world. But thank you for reposting my posts, which I need to post a couple here. But for whatever reason, maybe I was posting too much, Shy, and you unfollowed me. But if you're wondering why you're not following me anymore, it's nothing I did. Now maybe I'm calling you out inadvertently and throwing you under the bus. I'm not meaning to do that. Maybe I was spam posting too much, and then you unfollowed. But I also didn't have any followers, or I wasn't following anyone either. So I don't know what happened, but I'm reinstated. But now I don't know. I can't really view my stuff, or none of my followers are showing up. So take a look at that. Follow me on X, and I should be on Rumble at some point. Once the link and the verification is set in, and it might be now. But whenever when I look, it doesn't pull my channel up. But make sure to subscribe on Rumble. I just need a few followers on Rumble so I can start streaming on there. You have to have 5. I know I don't even have 5, folks. But this is the sun. Okay, so it was showing as suspended. Yeah, that's wild. But this is apparently this is a picture of the sun in real time. So there you go, and the sound of the sun. Still not searchable on Rumble? Okay. Yeah, I'll have to figure it out. It's a verification thing on my end. I don't know what the deal is. And I've always preferred the YouTube community. I've, even with other channels that I follow, and I participate in the chats and all that, I can never really get into the Rumble chat too much. Or same thing with Kick and Twitch and all that. YouTube chat and live streams were way more user interface friendly. And even Asmongold the other day was banned, was suspended on Kick or Twitch, whatever one he's on. And he's back up. And he said that he is considering streaming on YouTube. And apparently, a lot of people are switching to streaming and streaming on YouTube than any other place now. So YouTube is going to start becoming, pretty big streaming community apparently. It says I'm suspended on X again? Oh my God. Really? Yeah, Fisk, I must be too underground. Okay, I need to be. I want to be a surface dweller for a moment, folks, just to be visible. Wow, it says I'm. So, all right. So I'm still suspended, apparently. Okay. But I think even podcasts are on their way out. I really think that the streaming is where it's at. And now there's been some new laws or some federal court cases that had passed that might free up a bit of this copyright issue and not make it so, not be so stringent on things. So that's always good too. I mean, I hope what I'm doing, it seems for now everything's good. Of course, I'm not monetized, and usually they don't go after you until you become monetized. So I'm not trying to do anything to get me kicked off. Okay. Now I'm under the impression that if I play copyrighted music, after the stream, if I take it off, then it's okay. But unless they strike you while you're doing the stream or something, I figured you get a little bit of time to take it off, and so it doesn't rebroadcast the music. But I'm still learning all that. I clicked on the X pin on YouTube page. Okay. Oh, and that's where it says suspended? Okay. Maybe I need to update the link too. Yep, now that I'm doing a little bit more editing, and folks, thank you for bearing with me on these edits, okay? I'll put out a couple little lengthier ones that are about a segment long, about 45 minutes to an hour long, 30 to 45 minutes long, and then I'll do smaller ones. But I figured it'd be nice to do like a recap. That's about half an hour to 45 minutes, and then do a couple 10 to 20 minute ones, and then a few short ones. But I don't like YouTube shorts in general. So for now, I'm just gonna do shorts on regular YouTube videos and not in the short platform. I don't know how well that's gonna go, but just never been a fan of the shorts. And plus, I think it hurts your numbers in the long run. Although I don't. There's no other direction than going up, where we are at now. Except for tonight. Tonight we're a bit more discoverable. We don't have MK Ultra in the title. Okay, that's what. The second you put MK Ultra in the title, you will see 30 people. They don't want people knowing about MK Ultra. No, I actually think that has to do with the demographics of my channel. Okay, I'm being funneled into a niche, and if I veer off of it too soon, I don't get any numbers. But as you can see, even though that Metzger has a few out there, I haven't covered it yet because I just want something else besides Metzger sometimes, and especially when he's on the bigger shows. Whenever you got Metzger on a show that has an HD camera, they'll probably strike you. Kind of thinking maybe take a 2-minute break here, and then we'll come back to it. All right, 2 minutes, folks. We'll be right back. Taking a 2-minute break.